live. To This Day in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred on this date in years past, both recognized by other historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information, come from the smart device application Today in History, What Happened Today in History, historical calendar, and the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, and music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am Mr. Witt.
And I am Loki Lakin.
Yep. And we may or, most likely we're going to be joined by the Loon in a bit. I don't know where he's at, but we'll see. And of course, you're our you. Today is Moon's Day, aka Monday. Happy Memorial Day, right? Memorial Day today?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it is May 29th, 2023. Now, I may seem ignorant here, but, what is the difference between Veterans and Memorial Day, if anybody knows?
I believe Veterans Day and Memorial Day are just... I'm not American. I am speculating. I think it's just a way to... 2 different days to celebrate the soldiers, I believe.
You are correct on the surface level, but let's see here. Both holidays honor people who have served in the armed forces. Veterans Day honors everyone who has served, while Memorial Day is for those who have died in military service. So that's what I thought.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah. So,
that's the distinction. Okay,
so
cool.
Veterans Day would technically involve people who did die as well. Memorial Day is specifically for those people. So, that's cool.
Sorry, I'm going to have to do some Googling later. Now I'm curious about Victoria Day, what it's actually about.
You know what? Let's look it up right now. Why is Victoria Day? Why can't I type? There we go. After the death of Queen Victoria in 1901, an act was passed by the Parliament of Canada establishing a legal holiday on May 24th each year, or May 25th if May 24th fell on a Sunday, under the name Victoria Day. So it's honoring her.
Oh, it's an honorary holiday. Okay.
Yeah, although it's it's honoring her on her death, I guess. Or actually, I don't know.
I wonder...
Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, what did she do to get this honorary holiday, really? Other than being born and dying.
Well, okay, so May 24th, so it's to honor her birthday. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So, well, the Victorian era, let's see here. Why was Queen Victoria so honored? Let's see here. Queen Victoria restored the reputation of a monarchy tarnished by the extravagance of her royal uncles. She also shaped a new role for the royal family, reconnecting it with the public through civic duties. As at just 4'11" inches, wow, she was short. Victoria was a towering presence as a symbol of her empire. Huh. So the Victorian era, the Queen Victoria, she did a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what, but.
Good.
But she made the Victoria Cross. As I've said several times already, Victorian era. We gotta start the show here. She did a lot of stuff. So, anyway, who wants to start us off here in 363?
Oh my God.
Anyone?
Let's see here. 363. Roman Emperor Julian defeats the Sassanid army in the Battle of Constantinople. Ctesiphon? I can't read that.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Don't worry about it.
Under the walls of Sassanid capital, but is unable to take the city.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Words. All right. 1176 battle at Lebanon. Lombard League beats Frederick Barbados. No, not Barbados. Barbarossa and Holy Roman Empire.
Frederick Barbados.
Roman Empire.
He sounds like a tropical king right there.
He's from Barbados.
Barbados. I don't know why I love that word,
Barbados
Barbados.
Slim.
Oh yeah, that's right, Futurama.
I got
Ooh.
one more.
Here we go. This is big.
Ooh.
Okay, in 1453, Constantinople, capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, falls to the Turks under Mehmed II, ends the Byzantine Empire.
Wow.
Byzantine.
The Byzantine Empire. That was a big empire. And then,
Byzantine.
yeah,
There we go.
Oh yeah, they were a big deal back then.
yeah. And then this is because, as we know, Constantinople, or as it's known today, Istanbul, is the capital of Turkey, which used to be the Ottoman Empire, which survived until the end of the First World War. They were part of or the Central Powers, I believe, is what their union was called.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I believe so.
hmm Now, which way are we gonna go, Romister? Do you want to read a couple, or are we gonna go to me?
Yeah, sure. I'll read a few. All right. In the year 1630, John Winthrop wins History of New England, or begins.
I was like, wait, when did this become a competition? He won the history? Like, I want to win the history. I want a trophy with a history book on it. That'd be awesome.
I want to win this.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I want to win this contest. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
In the year 1652, Battle of Goodwin Sands off Folkestone, Kent, English general at sea Robert Blake drives out the Dutch fleet under Lieutenant Admiral Martentromp.
Huh. Trump. I wonder if that has anything to do with Trump. You know? I don't know.
It's like his great grandfather or something.
You know what? That'd be
Trump.
interesting
Thanks for
because
that, Trump.
that was Dutch. Like maybe it was Trump because like there's countless examples of people coming in. You know, like when they were first immigrating, like back when the Statue of Liberty, even before the Statue of Liberty was around. You know, all the people from Europe and stuff coming in by the boatload. You know, if the person, like, you know, you're writing down their name, like, you know, they can't pronounce. What's your name? Oh, Shikabadagadabigadawa. Well, you're now known as Smith. You know, like, so maybe I don't know.
Well, that's the same as my last name.
Don't say it.
My family. I'm not going to say my family's last name on stream. But my grandfather or his father, I don't know which. I'll have to ask my dad again. But they dropped a certain part to the name, which was Van. And thusly, it was taken away because he felt it was too long. Our name was long enough. And so we just ended up with a shorter last name by 3 letters.
Well, all right.
Huh.
What else do we got here, Mr. Rom? Before you go, actually, though, I want to say we've just been joined by
Golden Loon.
Welcome to the show.
Heyo.
Hey.
Hope you're having a good morning.
Great morning. Always good.
Well, it was good
alrighty.
until he saw me. You know, like
Well, that goes without saying. That's just understood.
yeah.
So where are we at?
We're in 1660 now.
Okay.
In the year 1660, on his 30th birthday, Charles II returns to London from exile in the Netherlands to claim the English throne after the Puritan Commonwealth comes to an end.
Huh?
So he is exiled. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I forget, how long was the exile? Wasn't it it was for a while. It was for a pretty good chunk of time.
How long was Charles II exiled? 9 years. Not that bad.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Well, I mean, it's better than what happened to Napoleon. Like, he got exiled, and then he got bored of being banished, and he came back, and then they banished him again. but that's Napoleon.
Bored of being banished.
Yeah, no, he pulled an Invader Zim. Like, actually, did Invader Zim did invaders impole on Napoleon? Because remember, he got banished to Foodcordia, and then he got bored. He's like, "You got bored of being banished? What? Like, how? That's not supposed to be how it works."
Like, that ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about it, like, although considering their lifespans were a lot shorter back then.
Yeah.
They were significantly shorter than what they are now.
Yeah. So 9 years
So 9
is,
years for them would have been much bigger deal for them then.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up to 1677, the Treaty of Middle Plantation established peace between the Virginian colonists and local Native Americans.
Huh.
Yep.
Huh.
And then, let's see here. 1727, Peter II became Tsar of Russia at the age of 11. Whoa. Oh, and here's some Canadian history. 1733, the right of Canadians to keep Indian slaves is upheld in Quebec City. Yikes.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Kind of a
that
black
was
eye for those
hard.
Canadians.
yeah.
He went from yay to oh no.
And actually, I
He's
just
like,
realized,
oh no,
Yeah, how could you?
I just realized 50% of the current population in this show right now is Canadian.
Yeah. We will overcome. We will overcome.
We will overcome.
Come.
We will endure.
They came after. They went
That's a
after my
comb over.
people. No.
Anyway, Mr. Loki, back to you. The Limping Devil. What?
1753, Joseph Haydn's first opera, Crum Teufe, fell. The Limping Devil premieres in Vienna.
Huh. All right.
I just got to say, at my age, anything limping is worrisome.
Yeah.
Well, see, it may be worrisome, but at
Especially
least
with
you're
the
still
devil.
mobile. You know? Like, now, if you go to limping to not limping, that's concerning. Because you might have fixed the situation, or maybe you're in a chair. You know? Or maybe you're in the ground. That's even worse. So,
Oh, God.
if you're still moving, you're good.
Yeah.
So,
1765, Patrick Henry's historic speech against the Stamp Act, answering a cry of treason with, "If this be treason, make the most of it."
yep. And the Stamp Act, if my memory is correct, but I'm going to look this up anyway, is, I'm just going to look this up so that way I don't look like a complete idiot. But I don't need help with that. An act regulating stamp duty, a tax on the legal recognition of documents, an act of the British Parliament in 1765 that exacted revenue from the American colonies by imposing a stamp duty on newspapers and legal and commercial documents. Colonial opposition led to the act's repeal in 1766 and helped encourage the revolutionary movement against the crown. And essentially what it did, because I think it was, I don't remember what channel it was, Simple History, I don't know. It's one of these history channels on YouTube here, and they're animated. But basically, if they put a stamp on something, then that's an additional tax.
Yeah.
And so what a lot of people were doing is like, oh, you need a keyboard, stamp. Oh, you need a mouse, stamp. Oh, you need a mouse pad, stamp. Like, just an additional tax. Which, if we look at how we're taxed today, it's as if nothing ever changed. It's gotten worse, But at least back then, people had the backbone to be like, hey, I worked hard for this money. I'm tired of the government taking everything out of my nose.
It's not even the government; it was England.
Well, that's the government.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I mean, now you're saying England's here taking all my money.
yeah.
They were pissed off with the Stamp Act because it was another tax.
Well, England wasn't just overtaxing us; they were overtaxing themselves. Like England
Yeah.
has this lust for tax. Well, all governments are addicted to OPM, as you told me, other
Yeah.
people's money.
Yeah.
But remember, there was a point in time because if you go to England, and look at the way older buildings, you'll see a lot of them have windows that are bricked up because there legit was a window tax where they tax you. And actually, let me bring this up real quick. Window tax. Window tax was a property-based tax based on the number of windows in a house. So basically, depending on how much windows you have in your house, you pay more or less. So you break up your windows and you start
Yeah.
paying less. Like, you're getting taxed for having windows? Are you kidding me? Like, that is insane. Like, but hey, if they can tax you to breathe, they would. And, that brings up, like, the whole, the situation with, that Arnold movie, Total Recall.
Oh yeah.
Because, oxygen wasn't free. And it's a mess.
That reminds me of the Lorax. The Lorax movie. Like,
Yeah.
because you know how they have to buy oxygen? They're in Thneedville.
Yep.
I was like,
God, yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
because they cut down all the trees.
Yeah, well, that's the world we're heading to. Like, if you look around at how everything's going, they're trying to make it into a situation where we need to pay just to live. But anyway.
Yeah, they're trying to turn it into a giant Thneedville.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho. Yeah.
What's this?
Uno mas?
All right. Yeah, one more for me. 1787, Virginia plan by James Madison and Edmund Randolph proposed to the Constitutional Convention advocating for a national government with 3 branches: legislative, executive, and judicial.
Ah, it's our 3-ring circus right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Otherwise,
the ability to have a conventional, what is it?
Constitutional convention?
Yeah, is still valid.
Yeah.
If a number of states, and it's like 2/3 of the states have to vote for it, then go, and they can override the federal government. It's still there, hard to do.
Oh, wow.
Almost impossible to do.
Yeah, but
In fact, they're trying to do it today.
yeah,
They're a long ways off from it yet.
yeah. Try to keep your voice up, like so that Mike can pick you.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Can you see that it's not coming up?
Yeah, when you see the green light right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it's picking you up. So, because when you're trailing off and everything, like I can hear you no problem.
Yeah.
But like, remember, this is show business. You gotta broadcast your voice.
Hey, am I getting paid for this gig?
In hugs.
International payment.
Yeah. Hey, love is a universal currency. So. Anyway, Mr. Rhombus, you got some more Constitution stuff here.
Ooh. In the year 1790, Rhode Island becomes the last original 13 colony, or last of original 13 colonies, ratifying the U.S. Constitution.
All right, bringing up the tail with Rhode Island, the smallest boy in the bunch.
Yeah, the one that's not even the size of an island.
Ooh, where's Alice? Where's Alice? Where's Alice?
Oh, look at that. Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 1848. Yeah, no, we're in 1948. They did it again. In 1848, Wisconsin becomes the 30th U.S. state.
Nice.
Wisconsin. Gonna cheer on my Green Bay Packers.
We need our cheese head.
Don't tell me you're not. Are you a cheesy? Are you a cheesehead?
No. He's a Patriots fan.
Oh, you gone downhill.
What? No.
I better watch what I say. This guy can kill me.
I do not like the New England Tom Brady's. Actually, no. It's the Las Vegas Tom Brady's. He's a part owner with the Raiders.
Are you kidding? Is he?
Yeah, I think he's agreeing to terms as a I think it's a minority owner of the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh man, I didn't know that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that explains a lot.
Recent. But he waited until after his retirement to do that.
Yeah, you have to. You can't own and
He
play.
didn't have much. Can't own a team and play for them.
No.
NASCAR would say otherwise.
Huh.
Anywho, in the year 1849, Lincoln says, "You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time."
Wow, that is relevant today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a saying that I've heard all my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very well known saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well known.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it was Lincoln. I just never know who said it. Like, and it's Lincoln. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Lincoln's got many quotes.
Yes, he
That
does.
is one of his best known.
a lot of
Yeah.
like another one that's very relevant to today's times. A house divided against itself cannot stand. So
Yes.
yeah, we should probably start listening to the Great Emancipator again. You know, so
Wouldn't hurt.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
2 years later, we got the first Black Women's Rights Convention in 1851. Sojourner Truth, addressed the first Black Women's Rights Convention in Akron, Ohio. All right.
I've never heard of that.
Well, now you have.
Is it still on today? I wonder if it's still a thing.
Black women's. Well, I don't think it should be a thing today because, like, that's segregation. You know, women's rights are women's rights. Whether you're black, brown, yellow, purple, or whatever. You know, you're a female, you have rights. You're a male, you have rights. You
Back
know?
in 1851, you would have gotten an argument.
Well, I would still get an argument today.
Yeah.
Like, from people who are sitting there and priding themselves on upholding these people, they're just pushing them even back down. But no, like, I don't know. You know, let me see. Black Women's Rights Convention, is it still around? Copy. Let's see here.
It's gotta be.
Well, I mean, like, is it still an organization?
Yeah, that's
Like-
what I'm asking.
Well,
You
so
know.
I didn't.
Do they still have that convention going on?
I don't know, but it looks like it's going to require digging. So I'm going to
Yeah, don't
propose
worry
that
about it.
as
Not
the first challenge today to the viewers. Can you tell us more information about this? Is this still around? Please tell us in the comments section. Anyway, we also got here Paddington Station opened, 1854. Paddington Station, London's terminus for the Great Western Railway, opened with a design by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. All right.
I've been to Paddington Station.
Ooh, nice. And then we got some medical advancements here in 1861. Dorothy Dix offered help in setting up hospitals for the Union Army. Cool. Oh yeah, Civil War. Nice. Which back then, the extent of surgical knowledge was, here, bite this rope as I cut your leg off. Here's some whiskey to numb the pain. Like, yikes.
Yeah.
No anesthesia, no anything, you just rip and tear. Ugh.
And hope you don't bleed out.
And hope you don't get an infection.
Rip
You
and
know?
tear.
Yeah.
Rip and tear until it's done.
Yep. Anyway, let's stick to the highlighted ones here, unless anybody sees anything really interesting. Mr. Loki, back to you, sir. Ooh.
I thought you had just one more.
Oh, okay. I'll take this one. 1886, U.S. pharmacist John Pemberton began to advertise his patent medicine Coca-Cola in Atlanta, Georgia, which back then contained cocaine.
Yeah.
Hence the name Coca-Cola.
Yep.
It's a cola with cocaine in it. This is a cola without cocaine in it. So.
I just learned last night or earlier today, I can't remember, but apparently Coca-Cola still contains the coca leaf.
Yes,
Ah.
it does. It still contains trace amounts of cocaine, and here's the thing, they can't trademark it, because if they trademark it, then everybody would know exactly what's in it. Because once you trademark something, you have to disclose what's in it. Nobody can exactly copy you, but you're protected by law. This is why the recipe for Coca-Cola is under such a heavy lock and key. There's like 2 or 3 people in the world who know the recipe,
Right.
and they are not allowed to like be within the same generalized geographical location as each other. Like if there's a tsunami or a disaster, they can't be on the same plane together. Like they have to be separated
Yeah.
because like the recipe is not copywritten. So somebody can, if they knew the recipe, they can take it, copyright it, and then screw Coke. And I don't know why anybody hasn't done that yet. So same with KFC. You know, the herbs and
7
spices.
herbs and spices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's under lock and key.
Yeah, like it's under lock and key because it's not copywritten. If it's copywritten, it has to be disclosed what's in it.
Gotcha.
That's how they get around it. So, anyway, now it's your turn, Mr. Loki.
Yes.
This guy looks like
19
the grandfather from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Well, 1901, Ignacy Jan Paderewski.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Good pull.
Paderewski's
Good pull.
opera Manru has its world premiere in Dresden, Germany.
Huh.
Huh.
All right. Yeah, no, this
Cool.
this Loki guy like is always worried about struggling with words. It's like, dude, you're doing as good as I can. Like,
Doing better than I can.
stop worrying, dude. You're doing great. So,
I try.
hey, you succeed, bro.
The Rite of Spring.
Ooh.
1913, Igor Stravinsky. Stravinsky's avant-garde ballet score La Scala du Printemps. The Rite of Spring for the Ballet Russes premieres at the Theatre des Champs Elysees in Paris, provoking a riot.
Oh,
Yikes.
what? Huh.
This ballet provoked
Champs-Élysées.
a riot? Oh my god.
Well, I wonder if it's like a political thing because there's like the Spring Uprising, and this is 1913. You know,
Oh,
it could
maybe.
it could be something like involving communists, like the Rite of Spring. Yeah, Russian composer. There we go. It is a ballet and orchestral concert work by the Russian composer Igor Stravinsky. It was written for the 1913 Paris season of Sergei Diaghilev's Ballet's Russes Company. The original choreography was by. Okay, well, it's not telling me why. Why did it cause a riot? Then there was the dance choreographed by Nijinsky. According to some observers, this was what really caused the scandal at the first night. When the curtain rose, the audience saw a row of knock-kneed and long-braided lolitas jumping up and down, as Stravinsky called them, who seemed to jerk rather than dance. So, a provocative dance drove everybody
By
insane.
kids. By
Yeah,
kids.
oh, kids. Well, that would do it.
Lolitas, young
Oh.
kids.
Ah.
Yeah, that would do it.
Or older kids, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, Lolitas, Lolis. Okay, I get it now. So,
Yeah, young children.
yeah, not good. So, now we understand.
Oh, bueno.
Ooh.
Hey, Einstein. Oh, 1916, official flag of President of the United States adopted.
Ah,
Nice.
yeah. I don't know why the president needs a flag. What is he doing? Conquering other people? I claim this land in the name of myself. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of flags, to claim and conquer, you know, and represent. Like, he's just a person. I want a flag
So what
for
does
myself.
the presidential flag look like?
Let's see here.
I don't think I've ever seen it, or I'm not, unless I see it.
U.S. presidential flag. This one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you get to talk about Einstein.
1919, Albert Einstein's theory of relativity that when light passes a large body, gravity will bend the rays, confirmed by Arthur Eddington's expedition to photograph a solar eclipse on the island of Principle, West Africa.
Yes. As we all know, light does bend. Like, to some minute degree, even light has mass, and it operates within the laws of physics to a certain point. Of course, you know, black holes, singularities, is just a fancy word in science to say it's unknown. Like, singularity is just a cop-out answer, because we don't actually have one. But, yeah, like, everything except for traveling at the speed of light, which used to be a theory, has been more or less proven from, you know, like, since Albert Einstein and all that stuff. Although some people do theorize that there's stuff that is traveling faster than the speed of light, which breaks that theory, and that's the only possible quibble, I guess, or that's not a right word. Why can't I think of the word? Anyway, whatever. Let's move on up. Pop-up toaster. Mr. Ramasur, you want to talk about everyone's favorite bath bomb?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
God.
I did
That was a horrible.
Charles Strite files patent, I should say, for the automatic pop-up toaster. Yeah.
Huh.
Pass Bob.
Yeah. That was a really bad joke.
That
So,
was dark.
yep. Huh. Okay, well, this is interesting. Promise?
Oh, in 1922, U.S. Supreme Court rules organized baseball is a sport and not a business. Thus, wait, where's that? I lost it. Oh, and thus not subject to antitrust laws.
What is an antitrust law? What is an antitrust law? In the U.S., antitrust law is a collection of mostly federal laws that regulate the conduct and organization of businesses to promote competition and prevent unjustified monopolies. So they're saying that baseball is a sport, not a business, despite it clearly being a business because money is made. So this basically allows monopolies in sports.
Yeah.
So
It also allowed the owners of teams to own a player forever at their discretion, and didn't give them the rights to have negotiate free contracts or leave a team. They couldn't leave a team unless they were traded.
Oh yeah, and we were talking about that like a couple weeks ago. Like somebody was advocating for like what was it?
Free agency.
That one.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. So
Yeah, that was. But I can't think of his name right offhand. But it was huge. Changed the whole sport.
let's see here. Okay, who was it? Okay, well it's not telling me who that was, but
I keep thinking
which
Kurt Flood, but I'm not sure that's right.
baseball player advocated for free agency? Hopefully this gives us.
It was Kurt Flood. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Okay,
1969.
makes sense.
All right. What else do we have? Whoa, that name almost sparked my interest right there.
Oh yeah.
I was just like, wait, Hitler did what? Oh, it's not Hitler.
Yeah, I used to do that. That swimming thing, I used to do that. In the year 1940, Adolf Kiefer swims for the world record 100-yard backstroke, 58.8 seconds.
Yeah, man, that's fast.
That is fast.
Yeah.
I would know from personal experience, that is a very fast time.
Yeah,
I wonder what the world
today-
record is today for the backstroke.
World record 100 meter
Yeah.
backstroke
Yeah.
is
Even for today's record, even considering it's still
51.94.
So it's down
Yeah.
7-8 seconds.
Oh wow, yeah, 7 seconds, slightly,
Wow.
give or take.
It's been
Wow.
almost 100 years later, and it's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like
That 58 is fast.
yeah.
cause
Yeah,
see, like
58's a very fast time.
See, like, here's the thing. We have records that are still in place today from, like, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, because there is a certain limit to what humanity can do, without starting to use performance-enhancing drugs, which is why, baseball and, like, the whole, like, Lance Armstrong thing and all that stuff is such a major kerfuffle, because, like, at a certain point, as I said, man is limited, and we will hit the ceiling, and then that's it. And so until we like physically evolve into a different type of humanity, then that's it. So.
And that's why that's the only reason 63 home runs is the current record for single season home runs. That's why that's the record right now, because technically Barry Bonds has the record at 70. I think it was 72.
Yeah, but
like
he
that.
took steroids.
Yeah, and he got caught with steroids. He got caught with PEDs, and then they took the record away.
Yeah.
Now Aaron Judge has that record. It's now his record because Barry Bonds had PEDs in his system when he hit that record. When he hit 71 or 72, I can't recall the exact number.
The record was chemically induced.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, as much as I love our banter, we do gotta get the show on the road here.
Yep. All right. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, Oh, in 1942, Yankee Doodle Dandy, based on life of George M. Cohan, directed by Michael Curtis, starring James Cagney and Joan Leslie. Premieres in New York City, has Academy Awards Best Actor in 1943.
All right.
Nice. Cool. In 1942, Bing Crosby records Irving Berlin's song White Christmas, world's best-selling single, estimated 100 million copies sold.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. We just had a moment. That was great.
It's not karaoke day.
Yeah.
We are the offbeats.
Oh God.
We should start a band where we just sing everything off tune, and awful. That'll be our gimmick. We're awful. Anyway, 1943.
Couldn't save it.
1943, we have Algiers Allied Planning Conference between Winston Churchill, George Marshall, and General Dwight D. Eisenhower finalized the plan for the Italian campaign. Yep. Kind of funny that Patton wasn't on that board right there, because he's the one who just steamrolled over Sicily. Like,
He was in hot water so much he would never be at that level.
yeah, it's the same crap that we're living through today. Like, you're allowing politics to get into this crap. Yeah, Patton was brash. He was rough around the edges, but he got the job done.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people, like, you said this to me, Trump was the same way. Yeah, he's putting out a few mean tweets. Boo-hoo, QQ. He's getting the job done. Like, like people got to value actions over words. Really.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's there for, to do a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the job done.
If you're going to bring somebody in to do something and then you're going to bitch about what he has to say, then the problem's on you, So, but anyway, while that was happening, in 1943 as well, meat and cheese were rationed in the U.S., all for the war effort.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
And what I understand, talking to grandparents and whatnot, it wasn't really needed, but it was just so everybody felt like they were participating.
Well, yeah, that's interesting. Huh. And, it doesn't hurt to, back off with your consumption, from time to time.
It was, you had to give out your tickets and whatnot, and it was the war effort.
Yeah.
Everything was the war effort.
Yeah. But what else do we got here? That's tennis. We were just talking about tennis before the show, so screw tennis. Let's see here. 1950, the Carter family debuted on the Grand Ole Opry with Chet Atkins.
Oh.
All right. And then I think that was my three, question mark?
I have no idea.
Nor do I.
Well, I'll just take
Barely
this one.
paying attention.
I'll take this one just for safety. 1953, Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Nepal were the first to reach the summit of Mount Everest as part of a British expedition. Oh, so the first people on Everest. Cool.
Yeah. Hillary, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not Clinton.
No. Which, by the way, I'm not sure if you were
God.
here for the show, but we spoke about the first guy to ride a snowboard down Mount Everest.
You're kidding.
Yeah, a couple weeks
man.
ago. So, and there ain't no chairlifts there, so he carried that board up
Had
with
to
him
climb, yeah.
and then went down. That is wicked awesome. So,
That's insane.
Those boards aren't light.
yeah,
Bro living life on the edge on that one. Wow.
yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do that, honestly. I'd be like, nope. Be like one of those just those nope moments.
Well, we have two
Yeah.
here. Actually, yeah, we have two here for Mr. Loki in 54.
All right, 1954. Oh, Lord, I lost my sight. Yeah, the letters are all blurry. Why are you blurry? All right, there we go.
There we go.
1954, British runner Diana Leather becomes first woman to run the mile in under 5 minutes. 4 minutes, 59 4 minutes, 59.6 seconds.
There you go.
So she
Good
beat it by
Lord.
0.4 of a second.
Sorry?
Oh, she beat it by 0.4 of a second. The loon said.
Okay. At Alexander Sports Ground in Birmingham, England.
Nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Sit up.
That's a fast lady.
Also, sorry?
That's a fast lady.
Indeed. Also in 1954, first of the annual Bilderberg conferences fostering relations between Europe and North America held Oosterbeek, Netherlands.
The Bilderbergs. We know about them.
Netherlands.
Let's see here. That's a thing. I'm trying to find anything. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
All the way down to 1959, Charles de Gaulle forms French government.
All right. Man, that guy looks angry. All right, Rama, sir, it's your turn if you want.
Is he one of the Everly brothers?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Ooh, in the year 1960, Everly Brothers single "Kathy's Clown" hits #1.
I remember that.
Why does he look so mad?
I don't know.
Like,
Very angry. He
Yeah.
kind of looks like. So you know the guy that plays as the Good Doctor?
the Good Doctor? No.
The Good Doctor. He's the main character in that one. He's a surgeon.
The Good Doctor.
I am a surgeon. That thing. Yeah.
This
He
guy?
does look a little like him.
A little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
that him. Yeah, kind of looks like an older version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
a wider lower jaw, slightly.
Yes.
Oh. Huh.
He looks like he's about to scream, I am a surgeon. Anyway. 1961. A Raisin in the Sun film adaptation of Lorraine Hansberry's stage play, starring the Broadway cast including Sidney Poitier.
Portier.
Poitier. Okay.
Fancy.
Interesting. Fancy name. Ruby Dee and John Fabler and Ivan Dixon premieres.
A Raisin in the Sun. I think that has something to do with slavery. Like,
I believe so. I think so.
It comes from the poem Harlem by Ladson Hughes. We've already looked this up 1 year ago. See here. The story tells of a black family's experiences in South Chicago as they attempt to improve their financial circumstances with an insurance payout following the death of the father, and deals with matters of housing discrimination, racism, and assimilation. Okay, there you go. Not about slavery, but about black struggles. You know.
Oh yeah, just about.
All right.
Suffering.
It sounds like slavery because a raisin in the sun. You know, the raisins are black. You know, you're withering in the sun. You're in the fields, like So.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get what you mean.
You're toiling in the heat. Like yeah.
Anywho, in the year 1962, Barbara Streisand, or Streisand, premieres on The Gary Moore Show.
All right.
That's highlighted, huh?
Apparently. So. We got. Why don't you take this, Mr. Rhombus? You're the driver guy.
Oh yeah, since it is the Indy 500 weekend, or it was the Indy 500 and the Coke, which the Coke 600 is playing at 3 p.m. Or they're gonna be doing that 3 p.m. today. They were supposed to do it yesterday, but it got rain delayed.
Oh,
Anywho,
okay. Yeah.
in 1971, the Indianapolis 500 defending champion Al Unser Sr. becomes first and only driver to win a race, or to win the race on his birthday. Leads for the final 83 laps. Considering how those cars were built, like even back then, they were built about how you'd expect. for
Dude,
an IndyCar. Like
that's-
they had it's open wheel.
That's cool, winning a race on your birthday. You know?
Especially the
Especially
Indy
considering how
500.
many
Yeah.
laps he led, that's especially impressive.
Yeah.
It's hard to lead laps in the Indy 500, especially considering how those cars handle. It's very difficult.
Hmm.
Oh, I know that guy, AJ Foyt. I know
You-
that guy.
You want to take this one?
Absolutely go.
Oh yeah, for sure, I'll take it. In 1977, the Indianapolis 500, AJ Foyt becomes the first driver to win the Indy 500 4 times.
Whoa.
Last time winning car built entirely within the U.S.
Yes.
Janet Guthrie was the first female to qualify. Lasted 27 laps.
Dang, so yeah, U.S. made.
Oh,
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at that.
Janet Guthrie. Oh, yeah, first woman.
Huh.
I
What's
bet
her
you-
face?
I bet you
Danica Patrick,
Danica
eat your
Patrick.
heart out? Question mark. So.
I bet you Danica Patrick wishes she even had even an ounce of Guthrie's talent.
Huh.
Because she was actually a very talented racer. Sure, she didn't really. I don't think she won any races, but seriously though, she was very talented.
She absolutely had to be to get there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
like, back in the day, the glass ceiling was a thing. I mean, it probably still is today, you know, to some degree. But, like, back then, like, you know, yes, women were discriminated against. Blacks were discriminated against. People were discriminated against. And they had to fight twice as hard to get the same crap. And that's you know, like, people don't see the silver lining of the black cloud. Like, you know, yeah, it's awful that they had to go through that, but it made them that much stronger at the end. Isn't that what life is all about? Fighting and getting, you know, like getting what you want, and, like, you know, the more hardships, the better, because that means that you've gone through all that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Worked the tail end off, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He qualified for arguably one of the biggest. It's one of the 4 biggest races of the year.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, the Coke 600, the Daytona 500, and I believe it's what is it, the F1 championship race. I think that's out in Abu Dhabi, I think it is.
Yeah. And don't forget the Le Mans.
Oh yeah, the 24 hours.
Yeah.
24 hours of Le Mans race.
Which-
Yeah, that's the other. That's
Go,
another
Le
big
Mans,
one.
yeah. Which we talked
Yeah.
about that a couple days ago, the inaugural Le Mans. So the first one.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on up to 1980 here. We have JMW Turner's Juliet and Her Nurse was sold for $6,400,000 in New York. You know, once again, the art industry is a giant, like money laundering, scheme. Like, okay, where's Juliet and Her Nurse? Hold on a second. What's his name? JMW Turner? So hold on. JMW Turner. So that's the... Yeah, Juliet and Her Nurse, but what the hell? It's a painting of a landscape, not Juliet or her nurse, or maybe that's them down in the corner right there. But I would not buy that for $6 million. Like,
No, probably not.
yeah.
I don't know if they just wanted to hang it in my house. I'm not so sure I'd say okay.
I mean, it's a beautiful painting
Yeah.
of Venice, you know, but I don't know. Anyway, what else do we have here? We got some sports history here.
Hey, there we go.
1980, Larry Bird defeated or beat out Magic Johnson for NBA Rookie of the Year. All right.
Oh.
And we have some more sports history. 1984, the Boston Red Sox retired the number 9, Ted Williams, and the number 4, Joe Cronin's jerseys, respectively. All right.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. This one's pretty impressive. Mr. Loki, your turn, and it's Canada.
Oh, God, why did it have to go all blurry just now?
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
It starts shaking the.
No, I've discovered, like, he has a weird problem. So whenever I, like, shake it, it's like an Etch-a-Sketch. It fixes it for him. I don't know. Like, no,
I
seriously.
don't know what it is either, but certain parts of the stream go blurry for some reason. And, like, right now, even the address bar is all blurry right now. But before this gets worse, 1985, amputee Steve Fonio completes cross-Canada marathon at Victoria, British Columbia, after 14 months.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, like
Jeez.
weren't we just talking about hardships and pushing through and perseverance and getting the job done? An amputee, 14 months. Like, this guy is a badass. Like,
Indeed.
man,
But Victoria's out on an island. How the hell did he get out there?
swim.
I don't think so. You gonna swim from Vancouver to Victoria?
Well, he has propulsion and he just has one rudder. You know, not two. So, or whatever whatever body part was removed from him. I don't.
Whatever amputee he had.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Here we
I
go.
mean-
The year I was born.
All right.
1987. Michael Jackson attempts to buy Elephant Man's remains.
Yeah. Wow.
That's quite the purchase.
Yeah.
Well, he attempted. I don't think
Wow.
he bought it, but
It
like,
doesn't sound like it.
that's kind of sick.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah,
Like,
that's quite the attempted purchase.
Yeah, that's weird.
yeah. Oh my God. Here we go.
Oh no, I lost half of it. Can you shake me?
Shake, shake, shake.
Maybe it'll. It's. It only half worked. Oh God, I can't read it.
Come on.
Something. Yeah, come on already. There we go. 1989, Student Democracy. Good Lord, why was that hard? Protesters in Tiananmen, China. I will be right back. I have something to do.
All right, I'll finish this up for him. 1989, student pro-democracy protesters in Tiananmen Square, China, constructed a replica of the Statue of Liberty, naming it the Goddess of Democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CCP killed that.
Yep. So.
And what's really amazing, most Chinese have never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, until recently, because there's like
the young that weren't born.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, like recently, like the whole Hong Kong stuff.
Yeah.
Like while back in 2020 when they were trying to really oppress and all the stuff that they were doing.
Yeah.
In doing that, they accidentally sparked because people people started talking, and then that re-sparked knowledge of the Tank Man and all the stuff leading up to it.
Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, Tiananmen Square. So in their attempts to destroy it, they just made it stronger. This is a warning to all evil out there. In your attempts to squash people, you're only putting them into a corner, and a cornered mouse always fights the cat. We might not win, but you will be hurt, and nothing lasts forever. So.
What's with Boris Yeltsin?
Oh yeah, Mr. Rhombus.
Yes. What's that? Oh,
Your turn.
What do we got? What do we got?
It's your turn because
All right.
Loki's busy.
Oh yeah. Oh, in the year 1990, Boris Yeltsin is elected president of the Russian Republic.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Whatever. Sports stuff. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. In 1994, the Indianapolis 500, Al Unser Jr. wins from the pole position for his second Indy 500 victory for Marlboro Team Penske.
Ah.
We actually, for Penske, we actually make trucks for them. They're at my shop, at the shop I work at.
Yeah, I was gonna say Penske is a truck company. They make trucks. Marlboro is obviously a cigarette company. So
they are in. Yeah, the owner of Team Penske happens to be Roger Penske.
Ah.
But I believe also owns the Penske Trucking Company, Penske Trucks.
Yep. Penske and Isuzu are the two most cited trucks I've seen. We always see those short trucks Isuzu,
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, they're very common.
Yep. Musical finale here. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. In 1996, Space Shuttle STS-77 Endeavour 11, it lands.
All right. Why do they only have one astronaut up there? I'm pretty sure he wasn't alone. It's a shuttle.
But where exactly did it land?
Yeah.
Well, probably on Earth. Probably.
Who knows?
I can't say that for 100%
I'm lost.
certainty.
Where are we? No, you're on Mars.
Uh-oh. Good luck getting home. Oh wow.
Oh, there
I
we
think
go.
that's supposed to be Spain. So.
Yeah. I think so. In 1997, Spain scientists announced a new human species
What?
in 780,000-year-old fossil.
Man.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that's wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
A new human
Hey, you
species.
Ed. Oh, it's get. Oh, there we go. 1999. Ulusa. Ul- Al- Olusegun Obasanjo. Obasanjo takes office as president of Nigeria, the first elected and civilian head of state in Nigeria after 16 years of military rule.
That's a hard habit to break.
Mm.
That is awesome. Uh, Nigeria, man, you want to talk about a country with a tumultuous history? Like Nigeria is one of them. Like
Yeah.
Ethiopia, Somalia, like a lot of like practically every country has like a lot of rough patches, but like the African nations especially, like to this day are still like not good. Like
Yeah.
so military juntas all over the place. So yeah. But anyway,
Yep.
while that was happening in '99 as well, Space Shuttle Discovery completed the first docking with the International Space Station. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
2004, the World War II Memorial was dedicated in Washington D.C. and we went there. That was the year we went there.
Yeah.
So like I don't know the exact month, but like back in 2004, we went to Washington and we went to New York and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a picture of me, next to the Tennessee pillar because that's where I'm from.
Ah, okay.
They have like pillars and such for all the 50 states, and honoring all the soldiers, from all the different places.
Right.
It's a cool. Like I didn't even know that was like I was in awe. Like I knew about the National Mall and all that stuff, but I didn't know anything about them building a World War II monument, and it's really cool. Like Washington D.C. World War II Memorial. Like here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem was they had emptied it for some reason. The water wasn't in it.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe like
Oh yeah.
yeah, maybe it wasn't yet dedicated. I don't know when we went there.
I'm not
Like-
sure. You mean the year?
Well, I know the year 2004.
It was. Okay, we're in there in the summer.
Yeah. So
July. We're there
yeah.
in July. Don't ever go to D.C. in July. Trust
Oh
me.
no, I got a headache so bad that I thought I was gonna die. Like I was, like when it's really hot and humid and you have that really pounding headache and it makes you queasy and it was miserable. Like
Yeah, you sit there. Yeah, you're getting all lightheaded. It's terrible. I know
Yeah.
the experience.
I
Yeah.
legit thought I was going to die. It was probably the worst headache I've ever had. Like I for a moment I honestly thought that I was suffering what had happened to Mom with her brain swelling and everything. Like so, yeah. But yeah, here are all the pillars I was talking about. So like, it's a cool place. Anyway, what else do we got here? We got 2006 singer David Bowie joins guitarist David Gilmour as special guest during Encore at Royal Albert Hall in London, at the London concert. They performed Arnold Lane and Comfortably Numb in what became Bowie's final UK performance. Oh man.
Ooh. Oh.
Huh.
Dang.
And then back to Rhombus, or unless Loki's back. I'm not sure though.
Oh.
Oh,
All right. In 2009, 1Q84, books 1 and 2 by Haruki Murakami is first published in Japan, sells out the first day. Book 3 published in 2010.
Huh. It sounds like
no idea
something.
what it is.
It sounds like he's using 1984, but it's 1Q84.
idea.
Yeah, I think so,
See.
yeah.
1Q84. Let's look at this. It's a novel written by Japanese writer Haruki Murakami, first published in 3 volumes in Japan in 2009 through 10. It covers a fictionalized year of 1984 in parallel with a real one. The novel is a story of how a woman named Aomi began to notice strange changes occurring in the world. I kind of want to read this. I have yet to read 1984, and now I got to read both of these. So, Huh. All right. And ooh, here we go.
Oh yeah. So in 2011, Hong Kong student activist group Scholarism, started by Joshua Wong and Ivan Lam.
All right.
Huh.
Hong Kong student activist group Scholarism. Let's see what they are advocates for.
Well, protesting, getting away from
Pro-democracy.
CCP.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm really surprised that the source, being a leftist one, would even like have this, let alone highlight it. Like, you know, they're on China's side. They want to suppress this. So,
Well, China suppressed it.
yeah. Let's see here.
Ooh, in 2012, Facebook's problematic public listing could cost those involved $115 million from technical glitches.
What does that mean? Like, huh. If anybody understands really what that means, please tell us in the underbar or the comment section. And here we go. Uno mas?
Oh. 2012, Indonesian police make the biggest drug bust in 10 years after seizing over 1 million ecstasy pills valued at $45 million.
Jeez.
Wow. So if my math is correct, that's $45 a pill.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, over 1 million. So, like, what, $30 a pill? I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, we got another event of interest here. 2014, President Obama approved U.S. military training of moderate Syrian rebels to fight the regime of Bashir al-Assad and al-Qaeda-linked groups. We really got to just stop involving ourselves in this crap. We got to, like, look at the state of the U.S. right now. We are in so much pain. We got to start focusing on ourselves. We can't help the world if you know, we're dying. So
Yeah.
then 2015, Jurassic World, directed by Colin Trevorrow and starring Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, premiered in Paris. That's a strange place to premiere, but okay. Well,
Yeah, the movie was okay. I watched it. It was alright. It
and
wasn't terrible.
you,
Like,
you,
it was. I think it was a little sloppy writing wise, but it
It's-
could have been better.
it's obviously a cash grab. Like, they're not doing
Yeah.
it for the passion, they're just doing it for the money. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like Jurassic Park, the first one was great, the second one was third one was okay, and then all this world crap is just a giant, like, luge down to complete total garbage. So,
Oh yeah. I know one thing for sure. That second and third Jurassic World movies, they were terrible.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were so bad.
yeah.
Anyhow,
2015, Muhammadu Buhari was sworn in as the first president of Nigeria. Now, no, as the president of, not the first, as the president of Nigeria. Okay. So, and then we have 2015, Sepp Blatter, that's an unfortunate name, is controversially elected to a fifth term as president of FIFA despite bribery scandals, resigned 5 days later. Well, that didn't last long.
Oh man, that's not good.
Yeah, so he figured out, like, hey, I got back off. So, ooh, here we go, Mr. Rhombus,
oh. In 2017, Tiger Woods is arrested and charged with driving under the influence in Jupiter, Florida.
Huh. I wonder if Jupiter, Florida, is like, you know, a pot haven, because Jupiter is a gaseous planet. You know, I'm trying to seem intelligent here, and I'm failing miserably. So,
No, you're all right.
oh, here we go. Didn't Ryan George talk about this event in one of his videos?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2018, ABC TV network cancels TV comedy Roseanne after its star Roseanne Barr posts a racist tweet.
And then blames the Ambien.
Like, okay, so
Yeah.
what if she did? It's freedom of speech.
Well, it wasn't even a racist tweet. She just said something. I don't think she was really being hateful. I think she just said something stupid. So, ooh. Oh, I remember this.
Oh, in 2000, what, 19? Or is that
18.
18?
18.
Okay, it's 18. Okay, yeah, it was a little blurry.
Yeah.
Starbucks closes more than 8,000 U.S. stores early for racial bias training after two black men wrongly arrested in a store in the month of April.
Yeah, but weren't they like causing a scene and everything?
There's something, yeah.
Like
There's something.
Something like that.
it takes two to tango, but it takes one to start. But I mean, you know, they could have been wrongly arrested, but like nobody's going in and just arresting black people just sitting there. You know, like
Well, I like Starbucks for racial bias training.
yeah,
Come on.
liberal crap. So anyway,
Yep.
2019. 16 people were charged for setting fire to and murdering a teenager who reported sexual harassment at an Islamic school in Fenay, Bangladesh. Wow. So he got harassed, he whistle blew, and then he got killed. That's awful, it sounds like. While that was happening, 2019 as well, British politician Boris Johnson ordered to appear in court over claims he lied to the public during Britain's Brexit campaign. I don't know much about Brexit, but I know he lied involving the Kung Flu. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2019 as well, Israel's Knesset called a snap election after Benjamin Netanyahu failed to form a government. All right. And then back to you, good sir.
Oh. In 2019, U.S. Special Counsel Robert Mueller says charging President Donald Trump with a crime was never an option, as no legal means is to charge a sitting president, and his report does not exonerate of the president.
More of this crap.
Yeah.
You know,
I have returned.
welcome back.
Would
Our
be
politicians
like
are so caught up in throwing shit at each other that they're not doing what they're supposed to do, which is to represent the bloody people. Do things for us, you know?
Good Lord.
Anyway, Mr. Loki, now that you're back, if you don't mind, I have a couple here for you.
2019, the world's smallest surviving baby, a girl discharged from Sharp Birch Hospital. Oh, that's a name. In San Diego, after being born at 23 weeks, weighing 8.6 ounces,
God.
245 grams.
That's a little
Wow.
person.
Wow, and she survived.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God she did.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, good on her for surviving.
Oh my God, what the hell?
And we got 2022, man disguised as an elderly disabled woman throws cake at Mona Lisa at the Louvre in Paris, painting undamaged. Thank goodness, because I
It's behind the
believe
glass.
it's under like Flesky. Yeah.
Yeah. But what the hell?
Same with the tomato soup incident. It was
Oh,
plexi
God.
or under a plexi or whatever
Yeah.
as well.
But like everything about that, I'm confused. Why is he dressed up as an elderly lady? Why is he throwing cake at the Mona Lisa? What is he doing? Like, what do you?
Why wouldn't you dress up as an elderly man if you're a man?
Well, why are you disguising yourself? What do you have against the Mona Lisa? Why are you throwing cake? Of all things, why are you throwing cake? Your cake is
Why
delicious.
are
It's a
you
waste of
ruining
cake.
a perfectly good cake?
Yeah, I'm mad.
Like, and why are you attempting to ruin a work of art?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, what did the artist ever do to you?
I guess he was trying to combine
alone.
I guess he was trying to combine visual perfection with food perfection, you know? Like
Maybe.
because cake really is the wonder food. Like you can have it in all forms and you know like every I had an argument the other day, you know, in another not an argument but a discussion the other day in another Discord server about pie versus cake, you know? And like, you know, pie, like, you know, you have pies for dessert, you know, you can have like, you know, like pizza pies, you can have meat pies and all that stuff. But cake is far superior. You can literally make cake out of pie. You take a bunch of pizzas, stack them on top of each other, that's a pizza cake. You know, like you can have cake for breakfast, pancakes, donuts. You know, you can have cake for dinner. Lasagna is just a spaghetti cake. You know, like cake really is the food. So, but I digress. Anyway, one more here, and then we'll close this off.
2022 again. U.S. President Joe Biden, oh god, visits site of Uvlad school massacre in Texas as Justice Department announces a review into how law enforcement respond.
No,
Yeah,
that was a mess.
the
They
Uvalde-
just stood around.
The Uvalde shooting, like that was just a complete disaster.
Uvalde.
Yeah, you probably remember Uvalde. You should, because for whatever reason, like just like a day or so after Uvalde happened, your Justin Trudeau started talking about imposing stricter handgun laws in Canada. Like,
Yeah, he.
what the hell does a shooting in Texas have to do with in Canada? You know, like
Well,
it's wild.
we've had a couple of shootings in the past few years. Like, I think he's just, oh god, we got to crack down more.
Yeah, but utilizing what's happening in another nation to validate, what you're doing politically for yours
No,
is
it's-
completely stupid because it's not your
It
nation.
is stupid.
You know?
I never said it. He wasn't an idiot. I have iterated this multiple times. He may be my prime minister, but he's an idiot.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, to heck with him, and I hope we get a better prime minister.
yeah.
Good luck. I hope you do.
Kick Fidel Jr. out of there. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but unlimited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself includes Rhombus,
My YouTube channel. My
And?
YouTube channel.
which is,
And Sohan's Twitch.
and your Instagram,
Huh?
Yeah. And your Instagram.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
my Instagram, yeah.
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 And I've been saying this a lot. I need to add some more affiliate links to that. Anyway, for your dose of Advent Daily, we stream every day at 11 in the morning Pacific time, which is 12 Mountain, 1 Central.
And 3.
Both of you. What time Eastern, guys?
2 p.m. Eastern Standard
Oh,
Time.
2 p.m.
Yeah. I heard
I
you
said
start off
3.
with 3.
Oops.
I'm like, it's your turn, but you're
I'm
wrong
thinking of
chronologically.
an hour early.
Anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am Ayo Xander.
I am Mr. Wick.
And I am Loki Lycan.
Golden Loan.
And you viewer are you, and until you catch us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!